subscribe below.
Or just say, make sure you subscribe below to get more content in your feed.
Bone meal? This is blood.
Do you need me to write it down?
Good morning. I'm Chris from Orange County Farm Supply. And Rama, thank you very much for inviting us to your video. We appreciate it very much. We are in the city of Orange. We're located at 1826 West Chapman Avenue, and we've been in business for 71 years. Okay, so we have organic pesticides, and it's very important to see that our organic products that are registered for organic production have the word OMRI. OMRI represents Organic Materials Research Institution, and if it's OMRI registered, you can be assured that it is used for organic production, for use in organic gardening. Bacillus thuringiensis, BT, OMRI listed. We have horticultural oils. Here's the OMRI certification. The oils smother the insects and also subdue diseases. We have BT in a dust. Again, OMRI certified, ready to use. Not only pesticides are registered with OMRI, so are fertilizers. This is a material called Azomite, which is a type of trace element source. And again, it has the OMRI listing. Azomite is also known as a rock dust. And there's a 44-pounder. The difference is this Azomite is micronized. And again, here's your OMRI certification. I'm stepping a few steps this way. Again, Azomite in another container. There's your certification. Another brand of rock dust. It's micronized, and what you get with rock dust is trace elements. Lots of iron and magnesium and zinc and manganese, copper, molybdenum. All the little trace elements are in rock dusts. Langbonite, excellent source of potassium and magnesium, OMRI listed. Humic acids, it's a very rich source of carbon. It feeds the soil, and it could last in the soil up to 10 years. And what it does is it chelates nutrients that are bound in the soil, and it makes them available to the plants. We have these excellent tomato cages that fold up flat during the off-season. You can hang them on the wall or stack them. Not easy to unfold. They're thick, heavy gauge. They're sturdy. We have them 4 foot and 5 foot. We have Aquaponics. These tanks hold fish. The fish, their wastewater goes to the plants. You can see the water coming out right here, going into these balls of expanded clay, and the plants take the waste out of the water, clean the water, and give the clean water back to the fish. We carry G&B. They're organically certified with OMRI, but they also have another certification called CDFA, means California Department of Food and Agriculture. So when you see CDFA, that's even a higher organic standard, and G&B achieves that. This is their Paradise fertilizer, which is pelletized 555, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. It's all organic. And we do carry other G&B products in 12-pound bags, 4-pound bags. Everything they make has OMRI and CDFA. We have some Dr. Earth products here. This is a Compost Starter. This is a mixture of all types of bacteria to help break down compost piles. Another row of all down-to-earth, small boxes on top. There's blood meal, bone meal, cottonseed meal, crab meal, feather meal, fish bone meal, fish meal, fruit tree, humic acid, langbonite, which is that potassium again, neem seed meal. Very interesting. This comes from neem cake from India. The neem it's derived from a tree, and we sell neem oil to kill insects and fungus, and it's OMRI listed as an organic pesticide in a liquid form. But this is a solid form as a fertilizer. It's a 612, but also because of the neem qualities, it has a way of protecting plants and strengthening them. Oyster shell, which is calcium carbonate. There's a rose and flower, even soybean meal, seabird guano. We carry a wide variety of seeds by botanical interests, and all of their seeds are non-GMO. And you'll see some of their seeds with the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA. That's the USDA certified organic symbol. So you'll see a lot of their products that are certified as organic, but all of their seeds, even without the organic certification, non-GMO, which is very important. We have wild bird seed, we have hummingbird feeders, we have chicken feeders, fish food, we have duck food here. Here's some horse food, apple smacks, hay pellets, some horse feed. Over on this side, we have chicken scratch, lay mash, cracked corn, rabbit pellets, and we have a small display of a few of the soils, potting soils, composts, soil amendments on display. Outside we're going to see a lot of vegetables. There's tomatoes, tomatillos, peppers, chili peppers. Across the way there are tomatoes over there. This whole rack is herbs. I see lavender with Deborah.
Hi.
Hi, Deborah. Hello, Stephen.
Oh, yeah.
We have some fruit trees over here. We have hops for the beer enthusiasts. There's some grapevines and raspberries. Loving.
I got an idea.
One of my favorite things to grow are blueberries. And at home, I grow blueberries in containers. I will not grow them in the ground, where our soil is too alkaline. So all my blueberries that I grow, and right now I've got a whole bunch of them almost ready to pick. They're just turning blue. I grow mine in 20-gallon containers, and I use an acid mix. I like 1/3 peat moss, 1/3 acid mix. It's an organic soil that's G&B, and then I use 1/3 orchid bark, and I blend all those together. That's my growing medium for blueberries, which like a pH of about 5.5. A couple of fig trees. Next to the fig trees we have a veggie pod growing what are called patio tomatoes. Patio tomatoes are very short, compact, sturdy, strong tomato plants that do not get tall. They require very little space, and they're very thick and sturdy. The leaves feel like leather on patio tomatoes. They're very thick, sturdy plants. I call these fire hydrant tomatoes because they're very, very thick stems. Very, very thick and very tough plants. Leaves feel like leather. More antique implements. And next I would like to take you over to our demonstration area where we have raised beds. our raised beds are rings, or we made these out of wooden parts out of pallets. These rings are tree root barriers, and they assemble in seconds. And we intend for the raised bed to be used with these plastic rings to be put above the ground. And here we have raised beds sitting on cement or asphalt. There's asphalt right there. And our raised beds, the ones that are on pallets do better than the plants that are just sitting on the ground, because they're getting twice the oxygen flow. They're getting oxygen this way and from underneath the pallet. So they're getting double the oxygen. So here we have Swiss chard. This is volcanic pumice from the eastern Sierras. It's a mineral called rhyolite, and it is for aeration. And I consider this the most, I'll say the best value in the store. It's a long-lasting form of aeration, and it is a source of trace elements for plants. Being that I grow plumerias, I use 50% pumice in my mix.